Doing podcasts for a living is something that is not a very physically active job, so I try to be very conscious of trying to get more physical activity in my life wherever I can get it to try to stave off the consequences of having a pod bod.
So Rob's diet, he is the most regimented person I have met in my entire life.
And this is what I'm gonna end up eating. This is really boring. That's why when people complain about the slop, you think that's boring. You should see what I'm eating.
He has inputted every single meal since January 1st. It is now almost mid-August.
It's very boring. It's not for everybody, but I like not having to think about what I'm going to eat. I have some chicken, and then to put it into my app. Yeah, this is like really this is the stuff that drives Nicole crazy. It just like makes her, like you would say, like, oh, what does it bother her what I'm doing? But it drives her nuts. I feel like it was a good habit to get into. Now that once I started doing it, I did this like once before for a month, but now I'm like afraid to stop doing it. I've come this far, and I don't want to throw it all away.
And it's also like I have 3 toddlers that don't eat the same thing. They all demand different things. Rob wants one thing that's really, really bland and boring. Just he wants me to throw a chicken in the oven. And then the other 2 toddlers want something else. So it's like I have 3 little kids.
Trader Joe's rice cauliflower. Have you ever heard of this? Rice cauliflower? It's like cauliflower, but they broke it up and they turned it into rice. It's not as good as rice either.
So the smell is something you never really get used to. And I change a lot of really disgusting diapers, but the smell of the kitchen after Rob is done cooking is disgusting.
It's sort of like you could pretend it's rice. If the food is hot enough, you can't really tell what it is. This is where I keep my Yonana maker that makes a nice frozen dessert. I've got so many frozen bananas here in Ziploc bags. I'm just like ready to go whenever. You know, somebody comes over and it's like, hey, do you have any frozen banana dessert? I've got, well, how many do you need? I've got like 20 Ziploc bags filled with ripe bananas just waiting. And guess what the best part is? Nobody else in my house likes it. So that's perfect. I never have to worry about, hey, who ate my frozen bag of ripe bananas? Nobody else did. It's a little Survivor-esque, just like a bowl of fake rice.
And then he steams some broccoli, and that's his delicious dinner.
Everything in one dish. I'm gonna throw this all in here. My family isn't home right now either. I think we're I work out in the morning for about 1 hour whenever I can do it. The issue is that I only have a limited amount of time before my kids wake up. So if I can get in 1 hour of a workout, that is a really impressive feat for me. I do Beachbody videos in the garage by myself at that time of day, and I find it very peaceful. Nobody else is awake at that time. It's really the 1 hour of the day when nobody is bothering me about anything.
So Rob's workouts, I have not joined in on the party. He wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and that is way too early for me.
I would say in the macro sense, Nicole is happy with the decisions that I'm making to focus on my health and fitness. But in the very micro sense, the fact that she could potentially have her sleep disturbed or be inconvenienced in any small way makes her be somewhat annoyed with what I'm doing from a workout perspective.
So when Rob and I work out together, it never goes well.
I haven't worked out with Nicole in a really long time. Nicole is actually a certified physical trainer, but she is also really mean, and I think that her workout style is one of bullying and making fun of me, which I don't really appreciate in terms of a trainer.
I'm not bossy. I just know what I'm talking about, and Rob doesn't. So when we're working out, I like to correct form because form is very important. You don't want to get injured and you want the best results.
I wouldn't say I'm good at working out. There are a lot of issues. I'm not coordinated. It's very hard for me. Sometimes they start doing the moves in the video and I have no idea what they're doing and I'm just sort of going through the motions, but I'm definitely not doing it right. I try to supplement the videos with podcasts and YouTube videos at the same time, but being more distracted makes it harder for me to follow along with what's happening on the video.
I gotta be honest, I don't really know what happened on Australian Survivor just now.
I think that my basic goal is at the end of all of this, that I want somebody to look at me and say, boy, he doesn't look like a disaster. I feel like I'm in this room so much that I actually have brought my workouts to the podcast. So I got this thing in here. So I could be like podcasting away. And I'm working on, this is grip strength and this is forearm strength. And I could be just like standing there like, okay, yeah, tell me more, Steven. Okay, all right, sure. I got these. I've got these stress balls, which also double for grip strength. So I could just be like squeezing my balls the whole time on the podcast. So now I've also got a weight under here. So I could be doing this move. I could be doing this move, and I could be doing this, and I just gotta stay still, and then you're not gonna hear it on the show. One of the other reasons that being health conscious is important to me is that I also recently found out that I have very high cholesterol and I have a lot of heart disease in my family. My dad died of a heart attack, so I want to try to do whatever I can because I have some bad genetics, and if there's anything I can do to try to help myself and be able to avoid going down the same road that my dad ended up going down, that's another reason why I want to start to have a priority on this as I'm getting older. So today I am going to be making my special recipe, my lunch that I eat just about every day, the world famous, patented Rob Cisternino Big Salad.
Okay, so when Rob's making his salad, he has to take out his scale. He's actually bought a second one because he broke the first one. He broke the first one because no one is supposed to be using it as much as he does. And he weighs everything from the spinach to the carrots. He even measures the salad dressing.
This is baby spinach, and this is going to be about half a bag baby spinach, shredded green and red cabbage. I do everything here on, I've got a digital scale, so I just zero out the scale and then throw in, I got like a handful of carrots in there, that's good.
And he puts everything in his little scale, and it's this big giant salad. And it's like a 20-minute process for him to make his salad, because after every ingredient, he has to remeasure and zero the scale.
I think my diet is a source of frustration for Nicole because I very much march to the beat of my own drummer, where she doesn't want anything to do with the healthy foods that I'm eating. She doesn't like the salad that I make, or the chicken that I eat for dinner, or the oatmeal that I might eat for breakfast. So the fact that I'm sort of an outlier is really a point of contention for her.
So when we went to New York for the live show, Rob lost control. I have never, ever seen him so crazy with his food before. He had like 4 bagels. He kept eating pizza. He was eating desserts. I don't even know this person, but I really liked him.
Then I go with broccoli. Okay, here's where we are so far. You want excitement? How about this? I like to do half a red pepper in the salad. Gives a lot of color. So here's what I'll do. I'll put the cutting board on this, which is on the scale. The chicken, I already prepared that the other day. I think he likes it. I think he wants it. You want some? He took the pepper and he put it in this bowl with the carrots. He's making his own salad. You're taking after Dad. This is a fat-free balsamic vinaigrette from Trader Joe. All right, this is the best part here. We got some shredded mozzarella. I'm gonna do 1 ounce of this right on the top. This is a very attractive salad. You'd be paying upwards of $12 or $13 in a restaurant.
So a recent development in his salads, he puts, I'm scared to ask him what he puts on his salad because he gets a bit defensive about said salads, but it seems as though he puts some kind of grainy cereal on his salad.
So instead of a croutons, I have a high fiber cereal. Check this out, Anthony. Okay, we got some of this cereal. Put that right on the top. Yeah, that's right. 30 grams. You're made in the shade. What do you think, Anthony? Good? Does that look good? All right, I think that's lunch.